Have you ever wondered where the spark of humor in Dave Chapelle was ignited? Dave Chapelle, the maestro of mirth, was born on a sunny day of August 24, 1973, in the bustling city of Washington, D.C. His parents, a professor and a minister, instilled in him a love for knowledge and a knack for seeing the lighter side of life. However, their separation led to Dave's bicoastal childhood, splitting his time between Ohio and Washington. This duality in his upbringing lent a unique lens to his comedic perspective, a blend of intellectual wit and street-smart humor. It was this blend that he carried with him when he packed his bags and moved to the city of dreams, New York City, with a heart full of hopes and a mind buzzing with jokes. At the tender age of 19, Chapelle made his first film debut, thus starting a journey that would turn him into a comedy icon. Scene script. How does a young comedian become a household name? Well, in the case of Dave Chapelle, it started with his early success in the stand-up comedy scene. He had the ability to craft jokes that were not only hilarious but also insightful, a skill that quickly set him apart from his peers. His performances were so impressive that they caught the attention of Hollywood, and before long, Chapelle found himself on the big screen. Chapelle's comedic talent shone in hit movies like The Nutty Professor, where his unique brand of humor added an extra layer of hilarity to the film. His roles in Con Air and Blue Streak further showcased his acting chops, and with each performance, his star rose higher in the Hollywood sky. However, it was the launch of his groundbreaking sketch comedy show, Chapelle's Show, in 2003 that catapulted him to a whole new level of fame. This show, peppered with Chapelle's signature humor and sharp social commentary, quickly became a cultural phenomenon. Its skits, which often pushed boundaries and broke conventions, resonated with audiences far and wide, garnering Chapelle immense popularity. But as the saying goes, every rose has its thorns. And for Chapelle, the thorns came in the form of the immense pressure that accompanied his newfound fame. However, the pressure of fame soon began to weigh heavily on Chapelle. What could possibly drive a man at the peak of his career to suddenly walk away? In 2005, Dave Chapelle did just that, leaving audiences and fans bewildered. One day, he was the heart of the wildly popular Chapelle's Show, and the next, he vanished without a trace. Chapelle, in a move that surprised many, chose to leave the glamour, fame, and yes, the pressures of Hollywood behind, retreating to the tranquility of South Africa. There, far away from the constant glare of the spotlight, Chapelle began a period of self-reflection, focusing on his personal life and nurturing his spirituality. He spent time away from the limelight, away from the noise, and away from the expectations that came with being Dave Chapelle. This unexpected hiatus was a time for him to recharge, rejuvenate, and recenter himself, and then, after nearly a decade away, Chapelle did something even more surprising. After nearly a decade away, Chapelle made a surprising return. How does one make a comeback after almost a decade away from the spotlight? Well, if you're Dave Chapelle, you do it with style, wit, and an unapologetic honesty that leaves audiences both laughing and thinking. In 2013, the world of comedy welcomed back one of its prodigal sons. Chapelle returned to stand-up, his unvarnished commentary on society and its quirks as sharp as ever. The audience didn't just laugh, they resonated. His humor, always a mirror to our world, had not lost its shine. Then came the Netflix specials. They were raw, they were real, and they were quintessentially Chapelle. His talent for weaving humor with biting social commentary was on full display. The specials were a hit, a testament to his enduring appeal and his ability to evolve with the times. And in 2019, Chapelle's triumphant return was officially recognized. He was awarded the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, a fitting tribute to a comedian who has always used his craft to reflect and critique our society. His humor, his insight, his refusal to conform, these are the things that make Chapelle a force to be reckoned with in the world of comedy. He didn't just make a comeback, he solidified his position as one of the most influential comedians of his generation. Dave Chapelle, a man who walked his own path, forever changed the landscape of comedy.